So these are the feathers of Carnage. An awful thing happened. I think the pigeon was found dead. I mean, there are strewn feathers everywhere. I knew that there was a pigeon in, but they usually come in and get out themselves. But all these are like heaps of feathers everywhere. I know you can't really see them on the camera, but it's like one there, one there. There's a whole cluster, like all these little dots down here are little feathers and all this other stuff. And so it's like, all this is like pigeons flying around, not knowing how to get out, and not being able to get out and getting stuck in there. So I did leave them alone this morning because I was like, pigeons are in their thing. I didn't bother getting them out, but now that I realize that it is dangerous, because we did find one dead, I think in the future I will definitely just go in there and get the pigeons out myself. Because it's very sad to have a little dead pigeon. They just get in there and they do get stuck. I mean, I thought they had a method. I thought they could get in and get out pretty easily. But since one died today, I don't feel like I should ignore it when there are wild birds around. I definitely think there are so many wild birds. Where's the tree? Can't really see. They're clustered over there. But I definitely think that in the future I'll be more mindful that pigeons are stupid and they need to be retrieved right away to discourage them from hanging around all day in there. And I think I did see the chooks attack a pigeon this morning, but I wasn't sure and I didn't bother to check it. I thought the pigeon had like gone to another area and was being ignored, and they were pecking at food, but then there's a dead pigeon, and it's like we had to bury it, and I was like, oh, poor pigeon. I think it was just general negligence, not realizing to get the pigeons out right away. The only thing is that you have to do it several times a day because they just keep coming back in, the young ones, and but since one died, I'll be like, I'm not going to ignore that anymore. If I see one, I'm just going to put the gloves on and try and get it out right away. And that should be a lot better, because it's nothing worse than realizing, you could have helped, like, save that pigeon if you had just gone in there yourself and grabbed it. There's so many holes in things lately. But I just feel very sad when something dies. Like, doesn't matter what it is. It's always a sad thing. So we're not ignoring those pigeons now. We're just going there and getting them out. It's the best way to do things. I must say I didn't do anything today. I went to the library. I wanted to borrow more books and DVDs, but when I got there it was 12 and it's closed until from 12 to 1, and I was like, I'll just have to come back another day, get up nice and early and go for a morning walk. I was sort of lagging today because the dog was running all over the place, and I needed to make sure that the dog was okayed before I ventured off, because otherwise if the dog follows you, it'll just run all over the place, and I didn't have a lead, obviously. But I knew the dog was interested in following me. I just saw it blindly, that it would have, look at this, a big thing of quartz. Oh, that's not quartz, just some sort of stone. One of these stones over here for the lizard. Maybe it'll encourage it to sun itself on a stone. Usually sits on a post, so I'm like, let's put it down here. Okay. I'm not sure if that will do anything, but what's this over here? I don't know what that is. Looks like a new tree. My toes, they are so sore. I think I need to chop my toenails or something because they're very sore. I should say, I don't really feel like risotto. I feel more like the soup because I feel like I've got like a burning tongue. Like, I feel like I've got a dry throat and a burning tongue. I'm like, I don't feel like eating dairy. And, yeah. The other person complains a lot. They're like, whatever they want to eat, this should be the thing to be eaten. And I'm like, I feel like more like potatoes and soup. I want to cook myself something else. I don't really feel like just eating. I don't feel like cheese and rice, risotto. Just don't feel like it. But I'm sure gonna have to catch up on some studies. I didn't feel like working today, so I had another day off work. It's just like, that's okay because the kind of work I do is just garbage anyways. Technically I could get inside and start working now, but I have no inclination to do anything like that. I just feel like having another lazy afternoon. I've been having this feeling for the last couple of days where I just don't want to do anything. And it's a real push to get me to do anything. I didn't study on the weekend. I barely edited. I did work last week, but I didn't work today. I don't really know what's gotten up with me, but it's like I just don't feel like doing anything. But my back is feeling a lot better because I'm doing a lot more back stretches at the moment. I mean, today I was doing them, but I was a little, I wasn't really as warmed up as yesterday, and it wasn't as, appealing. But I just feel like if I keep doing them, that my back will end up feeling better, within a couple of weeks. I do think posture is pretty important, and stretching your back is also pretty important at the moment. Whenever I move something, I feel like I'm moving like a broken bone, but I know my bones aren't broken. It just feels all like, I don't know. Some people think that's muscle tension. Your muscles need massages and luxurious spas. Like the grainy feeling isn't a bone at all, it's a muscle, some people say. I don't know if that's true or not, but it sort of feels it feels uncomfortable. It does feel uncomfortable. But, yeah. Well, that's the sun today. For now, the sky is so blue, but it's gonna get dark soon. I don't know what I feel like doing tonight. I guess I don't have videos to watch anymore, so it's like, what will I do? I can always watch a movie off the internet. If it's not watching a movie, I probably will edit tonight. And I should probably get inside and do like an hour of working. I've literally done all my exercise today, and all I really have to do is now work.